Whoa!
Hey guys, here we are again at the service of the Lord, our God, Jesus Christ, and Allah as well, both.
Well, guys, I'm not even trying to lie right now.
But I had kind of forgotten about this guy, Andy Tate, until a couple of big articles came out in the New York Times and Vice over the past couple weeks. I think to Andrew Tate's charges or whatever the crap, I think they should add child abuse. But before we get into that, I have to give it up for a good tweet. This is from Andrew Tate. He's in jail, but he's still tweeting, I guess. I guess there's tweet time in Romanian prison. I don't know. I was awoken last night. I can't do his voice. I was awoken whatever. I was awoken last night by an icy chill and identified a ghost in my prison cell. He was terrified and begged me not to annihilate him. I sent him back to hell with a message for the demons. I am always ready. That if he was just doing that kind of stuff, I think he would be a good internet person. You know, just doing these Chuck Norris, you know, from what was it, like 20 years ago? People would be like, "Oh, Chuck Norris so great."
Chuck Norris, he f***ed a tree and then whatever those jokes were.
But of course, Andrew Tate appeals to the most stupid and gullible demographic, which is young boys. And that's why you end up with stories like this from the New York Times a couple days ago. Brainwashing a generation. British schools combat Andrew Tate's views. Oh, great. This is what these young kids sound like. And then the teachers go,
"That's how it flows."
I mean, these poor goddamn teachers. Teachers, we should all...
when a teacher walks by, "Sir, yes, sir,"
Teachers, they get on a plane. People in first class should be, "Yes. Oh my God," they go to the back, they give the teacher the first class seat. Let's check out a couple quotes from this New York Times article. Believing that schools are a microcosm of society and a preview of its future, educators said it was crucial to target Mr. Tate's influence early. Since last fall, principals have sent letters to parents warning of his reach, and Britain's education secretary has said that influencers like Mr. Tate could reverse the progress made in countering sexism.
Oh, that's the Matrix.
That's the Matrix, though, bruv. Being a normal kid, being a normal 15-year-old with friends, and not acting like a complete lunatic who every kid crosses the playground to avoid. That's the Matrix! Teachers now have an additional job as to all the other crap that they have to deal with, which is internet janitor. Internet janitor. They have to clean up the decrepit, disgusting mess that is the internet with young boys. Now educators unexpectedly find themselves spending class time discussing Mr. Tate rather than their lessons. Quote, "I am sad that I have taken up important curriculum time to talk about Andy Tate," said Chloe Stanton, an English teacher in East London. But women have to fight enough in society without this type of attitude to deal with. In recent months, Miss Stanton said, students started bringing up Mr. Tate in class. They extol his wealth and fast cars. And for the first time in her 20 years of teaching, her 11 to 16-year-old students, they sound like this. They got a recording of them in the classroom. Then one of these kids raised his hand and asked if he could
make pee-pee.
Her 11 to 16-year-old students have challenged her for working and asked if she had her husband's permission. Could you imagine? A 15-year-old kid said,
"Did your husband allow you to be here?"
That's what we call a permanent detention situation. That's what we call unending detention. That kid's going to be scraping into the desk, detention for the number 4, life. Nathan Robertson, a specialist who works with students who need additional support, said that in the past year, he had regularly heard Mr. Tate broadcasting from students' smartphones. Many in a class of 14 and 15-year-olds, I'm sensing an age pattern here, he worked with cited Mr. Tate as a role model. When the topic of abortion came up in class, boys began laughing, he said, and called feminism poisonous. Some said that women did not have any rights, and that men should make decisions for them. Oh, great, this is spreading around Europe. Check this out. At a school in Belfast, Northern Ireland, a line popularized by Mr. Tate to deride people who do not own luxury cars. "What color is your Bugatti?" became widespread, said Charlotte Carson, a history and civics teacher. This is Andrew Tate's real legacy. I mean, first he ripped all these 15 and 12 and 11-year-olds, He ripped them off for however they got money to take his stupid Discord courses, his fake phony baloney scam, get rich quick courses. And he also made the already most annoying group of people, young boys, somehow way, way more annoying. Andrew Tate has committed mass child abuse, I believe. Yeah, so this story takes place in Europe, but could you imagine in the United States, like this now on top of what teachers already have to deal with, you know?
I saw in a Facebook ad, Ben Shapiro told me public schools are now drag queen training facilities. I know what y'all are doing in there, watching old clips of Divine from Pink Flamingos. They're doing voguing battles, the kind where they fall down all cool and dramatic. They're in there watching Paris is Burning, listening to Hip House.
Every classroom got its own house DJ.
Y'all are doing this while I gotta go to work.
It's not fair. I want to go back to school is what I'm saying. It's not fair.
There's also a ton of evidence of the Tate legacy on Reddit. This is one of like a bazillion, honestly, like a grillion of these that I found. My brother became an Andrew Tate fan, and he is mistreating me. How can I solve this situation? Oh my God! Imagine you're a parent and you're like, oh, these little rats are fighting even more now. These two little rats are doing this even more now. My brother became an Andrew Tate fan and he's mistreating me. How can I solve this situation? My brother, 19, of course, male, has been verbally abusing me, 22, female, for months, and it's progressively getting worse. In the past few months, he got into TikTok, specifically the Andrew Tate alpha sigma male misogynist side of it, and everything got worse. I am overweight, and every time I eat something, he makes faces, shakes his head at me, or straight up tells me he disapproves and gives me a mini speech about willpower. I thought this part was great too. He keeps talking about how much money he will earn and looks down on everyone while he has nothing to show for it. I had to lend him money multiple times, and he still owes me, and haven't paid any of... Wow. That's definitely typical top G behavior right there. Hey, sister who shouldn't have any rights. Give me money, please, to go buy some of those big Reese cups with the pretzels in them, please. Here's another one. This is a text that somebody posts. I'm just saying, the two main people I look up to is Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson. I think he is just ultra realistic to the point where the truth hurts. This is child abuse. Jordan Peterson will also be tried in a court that does not favor them, that does not look fondly upon them. This is like a whole subgenre of Reddit now. Talking to my brother about, and this is the / teenagers.
Subreddit.
Talking to my brother about Andrew Tate just a few minutes ago, and I've uncovered some things. Oh boy. Here they are. He got an audio recording of them. He doesn't think the LGBTQ plus are valid, or that women face discrimination in our society. The 17-year-old, of course. Yeah. I am having trouble doing a show. Yeah, this is enough to convict right here. That every story like this is like, my 13-year-old, my brother who was just born. The 17-year-old who barely showers and spends all of his time slouched in front of a computer screen is a self-proclaimed high-value male. Is a self-proclaimed high-value male who believes men are simultaneously overshadowed because more women are less dependent on them now, I guess, and yet bring more to the table. His only example of this that was, quote, masculinity, unquote. I found a bunch of these too, of teachers saying, how do I deal with this? After the third occurrence of teenage boys spontaneously bringing up Andrew Tate and The Matrix in my classroom, I'm 1000% over it. Oh my God. We gotta hit him with another charge, my dudes, which is adult child abuse. So there's some people in their 20s who, they're, but age-wise, chronologically, they're adults, but they're still children, really. So gonna have to charge them with child abuse there, too. This is from the Vice article. Women are now hearing those views coming out of their partners' mouths. One woman, who asked not to share her name out of fear for her safety, was in a 6-week relationship with a Tate fan last year. One situation particularly stood out to the 23-year-old, who is based in the East Coast of the U.S. Quote, I had tried opening up to him about my memories of past sexual assault being triggered, she says. Before I could even bring up the topic, he started talking about Andrew Tate. It's the same thing with Jordan Peterson, where, you know, it's going to be already kind of troubled young men who probably don't have too many friends. They start falling down the Jordy rabbit hole, and then that ensures it's going to be even harder for them to be normal and have normal friends and have fun. And now for people in their 20s, you know, trying to meet somebody, maybe have a fun, you know, have a nice romantic relationship. Now it's like they're on a do not fly list because they, you know, are followers of this creepy weirdo. She tried to get him to stop watching Andrew Tate stuff, but by then his TikTok algorithm had set in a lot of men's rights stuff and other misogynistic content, so it was constantly being drilled in his head. He also started to put Sophie down, calling her low value.
School is the biggest scam in the world.
Whoa.
Like, let me ask you a question here.
Sure.
Have you ever seen your teacher drive a Lambo? No, they're all brokey. Like, why are you taking advice from someone who can't even afford a Lambo? Like, I'll tell you the truth right now. If you genuinely want to be rich, you need to learn from rich people, not these brokey teachers who can't even make $40,000 a year. Like, we are literally teaching 15-year-olds how to make over $25,000 in their first week.
Whoa.
And you're still going to school being a brokey.
Hey.
So stop waiting and join us.
Okay, I will. Okay, I'll join. Hold on. Mom! I need your credit card, goddamn you. Look, guys, it is but for the grace of God, okay, that the internet was not around when I was, you know, a child, you know. If you could upload videos with the ease that you can now, TikTink, whatever, the other one, if you could do that as easily, you know, back then when I was this age as you could now, oh my God, the videos that you would see of me doing magic tricks, wearing Jinkos. So young people of the internet get a pass. I do think that's a solid defense. If there's something somebody finds, oh, look, this is you when you were 18. I think if you're young, you get a pass, especially when there's perverts, whack jobs out there like Andy Tate, you know, tricking you. You know, it's fine. You get a pass. But there's a bunch of these guys too. It's young guys who they made this is the right decision. Like if you're a Tatester, if you're one of the Tate children, you know, if you're one of the many children that Andrew Tate targets, this is the correct decision. Instead of buying his $50 course, you say, oh, no, I'm going to imitate the scam that he's doing. Like this guy, despite leaving a paper trail of cringe, sorry, it's fine. It's fine. He's making the correct, you know, of the terrible options, this is probably the correct one, you know.
Oh, they're all brokey! Like, why are you taking advice from someone who can't even afford a Lambo?
And by the way, sir, I would like to counter this. I would like to debunk. I would like to do a massive debunk on this kid, is that my teacher did drive a Lamborghini, okay? The class that this teacher taught, sex trafficking. Sex trafficking 101. You know, there's that Hampshire college. People always make fun of Hampshire college because I think it's the one where you come up with your own major, you know, and kids are coming up with like, you know, it's like, oh, I majored in tie-dye.
But not sex trafficking. Come on. Don't create that major at Hampshire College.
Oh, man, I just realized while I was saying that I'm past the age where cringe is okay on the internet.
School is not for rich people. And if you genuinely want to be rich, school isn't for you. But on top...
Right. That's going to go over well. You know, I'm 13. Hey, parents, I'm done with this because Bugatti.
That's right, parents. Brokies.
I saw some internet marketing that enlightened me to a little thing called the Matrix. Ever heard of it? Anyway, I'll be outside and living in the trash can.
Anyway, I'm filling my backpack with various Lunchables
and granola bars to become ultra wealthy, or as it used to be called, running away from home.
You know, one thing you learn from playing chess is there is always a best and a worst move on the board. I think Tate said this as well, but you need to treat your life like a chess game. And you need to look at the position that you are in.
Right. I'm 12, so I guess pawn? because that's the smallest one? Yeah, so there's a bunch of these kind of the Tate kids, the Tate Foundation. Tate, it's like the Ronald McDonald Foundation, you know, how it helps kids. But the Tate Foundation just ruins kids' lives, makes kids' lives 100 times worse. But yeah, there's a bunch of kind of Tate kids who they all use the same kind of vocabulary: Matrix, Brokies, Bugattis. You know, you're a young kid. You're kind of supposed to get tricked. Like as a kid, you're supposed to be able to depend on adults to have your best interests at heart. Not now. Not now. And definitely not with the internet. They will rip you off, ruin your life, you know, trick you into saying the stupidest things. Trick you into saying the stupidest things anybody's ever heard. Mass child abuse. A lot of these guys, these Manosphere guys, are obsessed. Joe Rogan is too, with like tribes, the hunter-gatherers and all this stuff. If this were a tribe, you know, if we were in a tribe, Andrew Tate would be like a weirdo on the outskirts who like people would hiss, like, get away from the tribe, you know? Because he would be trying to prey on the kids. Get out of here. They would shake a stick at him. He'd be like, he'd run back into the bushes, like peeking over, you know? Also, guys, please, I need help, guys. I need help with things, guys, okay? So and I'm willing to do things to like get in the algorithm on YouTube and all this crap, you know? But if I ever put a video game on half of this video, you know, it's like Rocket League or whatever crap, Hot Wheels or something, on half of these videos, just alert BetterHelp. AlertBetterHelp.com.
I don't know if you guys have seen this guy around TikTok. His name is Riley, and he has this Discord server where he constantly talks about
that picture.
I don't know if you guys have seen this guy around TikTok. His name is Riley, and he has this Discord how he teaches people how to make money. At first, I kept seeing those videos, and I never believed any of it. Okay. I always thought it was a scam, but recently I joined it about a month ago, and I put $50 in to buy a role to really get the best experience that I could.
Oh, amazing. It's like literally the exact same internet marketing scam as Andy Tate. Right? You know, why reinvent the wheel, I guess?
You know, all these people think that it's so hard to break the Matrix.
That's true.
I'm here to tell you it is not.
Wow.
I made my first $1 million last year. And in the past 12 months, I was able to change that 1 million into 5.6 million. At 18 years old, keep in mind.
How long did it take you to make all that money?
For one day.
You know, also, guys, when I was in grade school, there was a thing that kids would do where they would sign baseball cards. Like, I remember I did this. I signed a Jose Canseco card myself, you know. Didn't even bother to look up what Jose Canseco's signature looked like. Just, oh, look, this is Jose Canseco, you know, like. So historically, children have been scamming other children. But I wish this kid would just say, the way to get rich is just to tell other kids that you're going to show them how to get rich and then set up a Discord and charge $50. Except, you know what? Actually, this guy is way more honorable than Andy Tate. No shade whatsoever for this guy, because Andy Tate is an adult. Andy Tate is a weird old adult hanging out near the grade school. But at least this kid is amongst the children. The model that really worked for Andrew Tate was saying really bombastic things, saying really stupid things that were so stupid that he would just have to go viral because people would talk about it and share it and be like, oh, look at this. So he would go viral, and then he would plug the scam, you know, the age-old scam get rich quick course. So, but these kids they're gonna have to find their own source of virality. They're just copying Andrew Tate. They need to get creative with that. You know, they need to be like, hey, the Matrix. Actually, the only way to get out of the Matrix, poop your pants. And then like Vice or whatever, you know, the New York Times would do these stories about kids across the nation are pooping their pants. You know, this kid on TikTok, and they would name him. He's getting all these kids to poop their pants. You know, these classrooms. Oh, yuck. These classrooms are, ugh, you know. You would get all these stories about it. Then you plug the $50 scam get rich course.
So I remember this time, some brokey came up to me and asked me for $100. And I looked at him and I said,
I guarantee the brokey was either his brother, his mom. Some brokey came up to me and I said, Mom, why are you late to pick me up from school? Some brokey turned around to me and said, hey, if you don't put on your seatbelt, we're turning around. And I said, whatever, brokey.
So I remember this time, some brokey came up to me and asked me for $100. And I looked at him and I said, all right, I'll either give you the $100 now or I will teach you how to make $100,000. And
This is like every get rich quick guys have been saying this exact line like forever. If you looked at Think and Grow Rich, I guarantee it says some crap like this in there. Okay, here we go. This is my favorite of the Tate kids. What is his name? Sonny. You'll see why. Check out Sonny. Here we go.
Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Jordy alert. Jordy alert, guys.
Hi.
Great.
Right to not be offended. There's no such thing as a right to not be offended. What is this new where no one can get offended anymore?
Right.
And that's why people are so soft and can't get anything done, because they're coddled since they're little to not get offended by anything. They have bulldozer parents that do everything for them. These people are not prepared for the real world. You need struggle. You need fight.
We should be polite to each other and do our best to not offend. But you know what? That doesn't mean I'm going to tiptoe and pretend I believe shit that I don't because of your feelings. Sorry.
Why should
Hell yeah, he's got the mom in there. I was not expecting that, to have a Tate kid have their mom on, because I would expect them to be like, you brokey, you're a brokey and a woman. Both of the things that I have learned about on the internet that are bad. Okay, this is pretty good. Shout out to mom here. Big ups to this guy. What's this guy's name? Sonny. Big up to his mom. His mom seems like a cool mom, like the type of cool mom, like when you're in high school. Like, oh, that's a cool mom. And this is all he wants to watch with her is Fresh and Fit videos, Ben Shapiro videos, Jordy Peterson, and whatever, Andrew Tate. But here's a Fresh and Fit. Here we go.
Besides, because girls will be chameleons and act like a feminine, submissive woman to get the ring or the relationship, or whatever it may be.
So will you. Everybody shows their best in the beginning. Nobody shows up laying out all their ugly cards on the first date. I've been dating guys 3 months. He's Prince Charming. 3 months and 1 week. One horn pops out, another month goes by, another horn pops out. Next thing you know, he's got red swirly eyes and he's the devil. And you know what? So everybody plays that game. We have to date you for a year or 2 or 3 before we know who you really are.
Whoa,
besides, because girls will be chameleons.
Who's your mom dating, bro? This is kind of cool to see a mom, watching these videos with her kid. But I would say she's definitely not totally prepared for some of these professional propagandists. Like when they watch a Ben Shapiro video, she seems to be like, well, this seems fair to me. What she should be saying is, oh no, that's a guy who's paid by oil billionaires to try to trick us into being serfs. Oh no, that guy's paid to lie about everything. So let's watch through and I'll give you some examples. Imagine that. I'm a mom. I'm doing all the hard work of being a mom, and I'm going to go through to debunk Ben Shapiro videos. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So I feel sorry for this mom. Okay, here's another one where they watch a PragerU video. The dude and his mom. Here we go.
Have you seen the clips of the dude wearing the Mexican outfit, like the sombrero and all that shit? Oh boy. And he goes to a college campus and he asks, Pendejo! He's like, does this offend you?
Do you think my outfit is offensive?
Are you Mexican?
No.
Yes.
Do you find my outfit offensive?
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not your culture.
Does my outfit offend you?
You look no. You look nice.
Do you like my outfit?
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Does my outfit offend you?
No, not at all.
No,
nothing. That's good.
I don't know why people get so offended over shit.
Totally.
It's not even their place to get offended about.
They call it cultural appropriation, and I always just thought of it as cultural celebration.
I do love this mom, but again, this would be a tough answer, and it would be like, this is PragerU stuff, which is paid for by lunatic billionaires, and it's totally tied to the Daily Wire, which wants us, again, to be servants of them forever and have no rights. So the other thing is probably a lot of those college kids knew who that guy was, which is why they were like, hey, I don't like that. I know what you're doing. So it's like, see, it's tough to be a mom. You gotta be ready for all this crap. Now, again, they're making teachers and parents the janitors of the internet, cleaning this crap up.
Well, guys, there we go. Another one.
Many say. I think this video is a reminder to, salute the teachers of the world. They have to clean up all this crap, and the parents who have to deal with the lunatics and idiots and dweebs on the internet. We salute you. But guys, it is in fact Monday, and that to me is another big problem, and we got to deal with it. So, love you guys. Hope you're having a good one. And as always, bye-bye.
Oh, hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book-a-Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
And the weekly behind-the-scenes show. All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you could become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.